these men shitting on these bitches, dunking on their heads. Alright, let me stop playing. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see from the title, we have a story time, but I already gave you guys a story time this week. So we are doing a subscriber story time. I'm about to randomly go ahead and pick. If you're new to the channel, hey, how you doing? Go ahead and sit back and relax. And yeah, you guys know what I always tell you guys in all my subscriber story time. If you guys want to submit a story, the link will be in the description box down below. And yeah, let's get on the roll. Y'all know how I do. I randomly choose stories, so let's get it popping. Ooh, this was kind of bad. I low-key don't want to do it, but I already opened it, so I don't like the title of it, but I already opened it. So this was titled Her First Sexual Experience, and then she asked me, was it SA or harassment? If you had to ask me, it was, but we're gonna get into it and read it, and I'm gonna let you know if it was SA. Hi Irene, my name is, but you could call me Fairy. Hey Fairy, I love your channel. You've saved me so much for so much boredom. So I would just like to say thank you for that. Oh, I'm so happy that I could do that for you. You're also beautiful. Oh, for real? I'm beautiful? You would have never known. No, just kidding. Thank you so much. Anyway, so this happened around 2-ish years ago. I was a virgin at the time, and I was trying to step out of my comfort zone because I usually tend to stay away from guys. Around this time, I was so set on losing my V card because I was constantly horny, and it started pissing me off at times. I had no sexual experience whatsoever, so I was completely new to everything. I made a Tinder account. Red flag number one. Red flag number one. And there were a lot of men on there, and I thought was cute, but I never swiped right on them because I was extremely insecure, and I didn't believe that I deserved to be with people who were overly attractive, even though I'm literally sexy AF. Yeah, girl, like, who are these men that you feel like who are they? Like, I don't care who the guy is. You look good, I do too. You feel me? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I just didn't know that back then. So I swiped right on a couple of mid guys settling, and I obviously matched with them. There was this one guy in particular that I caught a vibe with, but I knew deep down I didn't really like him, nor did I find him extremely attractive. I honestly don't remember his name, so let's just call him Mark. Like I said, I was settling and just really wanted to experience losing my virginity. I don't know why, but it was really heavily on my mind. Anyway, Mark and I talked every day for a couple of 3 weeks consistently. Mark would always tell me that he was hanging out with his friends and getting drunk and stuff with them. He would text me and tell me that he was lonely and he wished I was there to cuddle him. He would usually say stuff like this. When he was drunk. I don't know if it's just me, but stuff like that makes me uncomfortable. I would just say things like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Ask why he felt so lonely. And he would tell me it's because all his friends had girls and he just really felt left out. Mark is a man. Like, I mean, I be feeling like that sometimes, like, especially if all my girlfriends have a nigga and I don't have not one. But Mark is a boy. If he wanted to get a girl, he could get a girl, okay? It's very easy for a man to get a girl than it is for a girl to keep a man. I don't care what nobody says. So yeah, well, not all the time, but for the most part, he look decent. It's always gonna be a girl that's gonna look at him and be like, he ugly, but that's my baby. But a man ain't gonna do, a man will see a beautiful woman and will play her, okay? So if he don't have a girl, then he just don't have game. It's that simple. And then, I'm sorry, like, if I was like, I don't know, maybe I'm superficial, but if I'm talking to a guy and he starts complaining about how all his friends have a girl and he don't have a girl, that's an ick. Because why don't you have a girl? And two, why are you telling me that? Instead to be trying to, like, get to know me or, like, you know what I mean? Like, you over here want to throw a pity party for yourself on my phone. No, get off my bill. I always try to comfort him because I know how that feels. Anyways, a few days went by and he asked me to be his girlfriend, and I tell him that I wanted to meet him first for saying yes to him because I needed to know what the vibe would be like between us in person. He understood and we continued to talk. After the conversation we had, I was honestly extremely turned off by him asking me to be his girlfriend. I would have been too. And I texted him pretty late at night, maybe 3 a.m., telling him I'm not ready to be in a relationship and that I would just like for us to be friends. I was pretty hurt about it, but I didn't really care because I was pretty pretty much over being friends with him. That might have made me sound bad, but that's how I felt at the time. I should have listened to my gut feeling, honestly, because what ended up happening, I wish it never did. So the days go by and we're still talking and stuff, and he randomly tells me that he met another girl. And I don't know why, but I got a little annoyed, even though I told him I'm going to look for other people. I'm dumb, I know. You're not dumb. That's just how human beings are in general. Like, I don't know, like, we can not want a guy, but like we can get kind of jealous that he's talking to that's how girls are. Well, I think some guys are like that too, but like, we could say that we don't want a guy, and then when we find out he talking to someone else, now all of a sudden we mad and stuff. It don't even matter if we talking to 10 other niggas. Like, as soon as he say that he talking to somebody else, like, we all up in arms and shit. Like, we're bad. Girls are very bad and notorious for that too. Asked him to show me a picture of her, and honestly, no comment. When I say I was settling so bad, I mean that. But at the time, I was on the wave of everyone deserves love, which they do, but just not for me. Anyways, something sparked in me, and all of a sudden, I wanted to be with him. Bitch, ain't nothing sparking you. You're not a lighter. Nothing sparked in you. You wanted to do competition with the other girl. That's all it is. Funny. Where did I stop at? What the F is wrong with me? I talked to Mark about it, and I told him that I didn't want him to date another girl, and that I was sorry. I told him I didn't want to be his girlfriend. He told me that I really had nothing to worry about because she's in a different state. He didn't know how that was even going to work out. Thankfully, my nerves started to chill out for a bit. I'm not sure why I got so defensive over him, but I didn't even like him. That's what happened. A couple of days later, Mark ended up asking me if I wanted to go out of town with him, and I said yeah. I asked him what we will be doing, and he said we'll be going to a lake, which I love because I love lakes. We never went to the lake, by the way. Instead, he got us a hotel about 30 minutes away from where I live. That boy knew you liked lakes, so he told you let's go to a lake because he knew you would say yes. And then he changed plans as soon as you got in his car. Because had he said, let's go to a hotel and do what it do 30 minutes from your house, you probably wouldn't have linked with him, you know. And I don't know, funny shit. If a guy tells me, oh, let's go, like, somewhere and like, we get in a car and we're driving to a hotel, I would never talk to him again. Especially if that's, like, our first couple of links. Like, please don't piss me off. Like, please don't piss me off. Please don't piss me off. Instead, we got us a hotel about 30 minutes away from where I live, and we just watched TV and drank for the most of the night. It was pretty boring, not gonna lie. A couple of hours in, he told me he was hungry, so I went out and he brought us food. Headed back to the hotel. While he was driving back, my dumbass said alcohol makes me horny. Without thinking, he said, oh, really? I was still a bit tipsy while I said it and was thinking out loud. Honestly, looking back, I shouldn't have said that. We get back to the hotel and eat, and he starts pouring more shots. At the time, I wasn't thinking nothing about it. But now thinking back, it was a red flag. Also, I remember I caught him looking at me and rubbing his thing. Ew. I'm childish as hell. Anyways, let me get that. But I didn't say anything. I would have said, why you touching your dick? I would have said it. Like, don't be touching your dick unless I want you to touch it. Like, no. Like, ugh. But as time went on, I'm not even gonna lie, I was bored and just wanted to fuck. Even though he wasn't cute, I just wanted to lose my V so bad, I didn't even care what he looked like. So I went to go freshen up a little bit, changed into my night clothes, and came out and told him I was bored. I turned the TV and lights off and I started playing music. I asked him if he wanted to play Truth or Dare. He said yes. His annoying ass was asking me dumbass questions and giving me dumbass dares. I got bored. And I was like, do you want to F or not? I set myself up. So, so we were, doing stuff, and baby, little man was very little. In my head, I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? And at the point, I just wanted to say thank you for the food and the alcohol and dip. But he was the one, nah, baby, you just started it up. you initiated that. He didn't even initiate, you initiated that. He was the one with the car. And at the point, I just felt like I just had to because I was the one who asked. No, you didn't. Like, you can at any given, even if you are the one that ask a man to sleep with you, at any given moment that you change your mind, you should be able to say, I changed my mind, I no longer want to sleep with you, and he should be able to respect your wishes and get off of you. It's that simple. Mind you, we were both big. My actual type is skinny tall man. I don't know why I set myself up like that. And his little man was so little, so I couldn't see how it could work. P.S. It didn't. He kept trying over and over and it was just not working. It got to the point where I was playing on my phone and he was doing whatever the fuck he thought he was doing. He was there like, damn, it seems like you're not enjoying yourself at all. And I was like, nah, I'm not having fun. That's my problem. I'm a people pleaser and too shy to hurt anyone's feelings. Because, baby, I was not having fun. After like 6 times of him trying, I was just done. He ended up going to the restroom. That was my chance to put on my clothes and lay my ass down and fake sleep. This was the part where I'm a bit confused on if it's SA or sexual harassment or not. I honestly would like to know what you think, because my mom told me it wasn't, but my friends told me it was. Anyways, I was obviously uncomfortable. I slept on the far end of the bed and faced the wall because I was just over it. I just wanted to be morning already so I could go home. I was laying there. I'm not really sure what it was, but something told me to fall asleep, not to fall asleep, and that something was gonna happen. So I didn't fall asleep. I just had my eyes closed the whole night and would randomly check my phone from times here and there. Around 9 a.m. he ended up waking up and got on his phone with, I guess, one of his friends. I'm not really sure. They were on the phone for like 5 minutes and he hung up. About 2 minutes later, I felt him scoot over towards me. Mind you, the bed was big and I was on the far right side, so he had to scoot over a lot to get near me. I felt him scoot towards me and it froze me out of fear. He started touching me and rubbing his hand on my ass and started rubbing his thing on me. Ew, get your fat dick off of me, bro. Ugh, this is just disgusting. Like, this is a nasty story. Like, this is just nasty. I'm sorry. Ugh, like, and then he rubbing his little small thing on you. That bitch, not only is that sexual harassment, bitch, that is all of the above. Bitch, it's sexual harassment, it's sexual assault, bitch, it's inappropriate, bitch, everything. I don't give a fuck, bitch, it's molestation, like, it's everything, like, ew. Like, first of all, yo, nasty dick ass couldn't even put it in last night, and now you up here trying to rub that little thing up on me. You knew your shit was small, like, you knew your shit was small, and men disgust the hell out of me. And I'm pretty sure he was like, man, shit, I'm gonna get this nut anyways. I'm pretty sure that's how he was probably thinking, because I know he didn't nut last night, because you guys said that y'all tried 6 times and it wouldn't go in. It's just and honestly, that's the reason why, ladies, you should not settle, okay? You should have been on that Tinder swiping right on them fine ass man. And I'm pretty sure one of them fine ass man had a big peen. Then we wouldn't be in this situation. It's the fact that he lied to you and told you that he was taking you to the lake and took you to the hotel. That was like the very, 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 like, that would have been the thing that, had your boundaries been high and been like, I can't deal with a guy that lied to me, as soon as y'all pulled into that hotel, you should have been like, take me home. And he should have been like, why? You'd be like, this not the lake. Oh, well, we just gonna chill at the hotel. I don't care. You didn't say nothing about no hotel. Take me home. Like, you really should have been firm with it, that you would have never caught yourself in this type of predicament, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't even have to read the rest of this story to know that this was definitely SA, like, on a whole nother level. Like, girl, call the cops. Like, for real, call the cops. While it was happening, I was praying to God to please make him stop over and over again. And about 10 seconds later, his alarm went off and he stopped. And then he woke me up. I got up, changed my clothes, brushed my teeth, and waited for him to be ready to leave. Didn't initiate any conversations with him. I didn't even look him in his eyes. He proceeded to ask me if he could take me out on a real date. I said yeah, only because I was scared to say no. And I just wanted to say anything to get away from him. We leave. The whole car ride home, I didn't say one word to him or even look his way. My main focus was going home and taking a shower. Felt gross and disgusted with not only him but myself. We finally pull up to the crib and he gets out and he tries to kiss me. I tell him no and I walk inside my apartment and cry. Tell my friends what happened and take a shower. After doing all that, I texted him on Snap and I tell him everything about how I know what he did and how I didn't appreciate that. And I never wanted to talk to him again. I blocked him. We still had each other on Tinder, and at that time, I didn't know how to remove matches. Deep down, I was low-key hoping that he at least apologized. But nope, he just removed me himself, which I don't really give a fuck, because fuck him. But I was on his Instagram. No, I was also owed an apology at least. I also had him on Instagram and I blocked him on there too. Even though this experience sucked and I really didn't lose my V card, I did learn that I should never settle for anything. And not only that, but if a man isn't trying to take me out on a date, then it's not happening. And also to always trust my gut feeling. I should have never met with him in the first place. I hate what happens here so much, but I'm glad I learned from it. Ooh, this was ugh. And that's why I honestly, thank you so much, Fairy, for sending your story time in. But honestly, that's one of the main reasons why I hate with a passion doing essay type of stories. I hate it because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it just makes me cringe. It makes me cringe. It disgusts me. Like, I hate essay stories. But thank you so much, Fairy, for sending your story time in. I'm pretty sure I said all my commentary in between. But to answer your question once again, yes, that was definitely sexual assault. But I'm just glad that he didn't go too far with it. Like, and I know some people might be like, he did though, Irene. But no. Like, he could have went further than what he was going. So I'm happy that he didn't go extremely far with it. But that was definitely sexual assault. And this will also teach my young women that are so eager to use your virginity. I mean, I said to use your virginity, to lose your virginity. Just wait. You don't have to be in a hurry to lose your V card. I was like that too when I was younger. I was such in a hurry to lose my virginity. I was only in a hurry to lose my shit because people said it was good. I don't know, shit. I don't know, but it's not worth it. It's just not worth it at all. Like, let it flow to you. Let it come to you easily. Like, don't go looking for it. Like, you know, and also, even if it comes to you, if you don't think that the guy that's trying to sleep with you is worth it, don't do it. If you're just doing it just to do it, you shouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? I'm glad you learned from your mistakes, but we're gonna do one more story time because I haven't done a subscriber story time in like 2 weeks, I think. So we're gonna do one more, okay? This story time not long at all, but I opened it already, so I guess we're gonna read it. This one is called Topless in Front of My Hairdresser. Hey Irene, this is story time about how I was topless in front of my hairdresser. I mean, I know that. I know that. In this story time, the hairdresser name is going to be Perm. She took her hair out with a kid perm accidentally. You can state this. I already did. I was also like 13 years old in this story time. So one day, my grandmother dropped off me and my sister off at a perm hair salon. She had her own personal one that she was connected to by her house. She was an elderly church-going lady, and she was friends with my grandmother and had been doing hair for a long time. When I didn't even know that you guys y'all let me know down below. Y'all used to go to actual hair salons to get your hair perm? We didn't do that because when my mom used to perm my hair, baby, she used to perm my hair in our living room. Like, we did not go to, I never went to a hair salon to get my hair perm. Never went to a hair salon to get my hair perm. Like, it just, I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping, but I feel like going to a hair salon to get your hair perm back then is a waste of money. Like, you literally have to go to the beauty supply, read the instructions on the box, and the hair will come out fine. Now, probably to get it cut, blowed, styled, and washed and all that, that's probably another reason why she would go. But just to get it perm, I know for a given fact they didn't just go get it perm, but I don't know. Y'all let me know down below, because I didn't know people actually used to go get their hair perm at hair salons. Like, I thought we just used to all do it at home. Remember when we used to make them jokes saying that we wasn't gonna succeed in life because our mom permed our hair when we was 2? That's what I thought we were all doing. I didn't know we was going to the hair shops. That means your people have money, okay? That's what it means. Get my hair perm, and I will also get it pressed. But this particular day was different. When we got seated and Perm got her supplies, I was the first to get my hair washed. Most of the times, my shirt would be wet after, and she would just lay a towel inside the back of my shirt. But this day, Perm asked me to remove my shirt so she could put it in the dryer for me. I said okay, and I proceeded to take the shirt off. I had a bra on underneath. Then she continued to say, oh, it looks like your bra is wet too. Let me put it in the dryer also. Side eye. Side eye. Hey! That's when I felt uncomfortable, but I was naive and thought she was being nice. So I took my bra off and I gave it to her. I was standing there topless. So I went to put on the sweater because I was vulnerable. As I put on the sweater, Perm said the following words. You don't need to put that on. but I ignored her and continued to put on my sweater. And I sat like that while I got my hair pressed until it was my sister's turn. During the next appointment, she asked me to do the same thing, but I knew better this time and I kept my clothes on. I never told my grandmother or anything. The only people who knows are Perm. She's deceased. My mother and I now. Below is the picture attached of what the woman looked like. Please don't show. Perm. You was a bad mama jammer. Y'all, what's up with these essay stories? Do y'all think I'm Dr. Phil? Do y'all think I'm Steve Wilkos? What's up with all these essay stories? Because I don't know. Y'all let me know down below. But that sounds like that was another essay story. That sounds like that was another essay story. That is disgusting. If y'all, and you know, the girl said do not show how the lady looks. So I'm not going to show you guys how the lady looks. But if you guys see this lady, she is very old. Like, she looks like she's in her 80s in this picture. She has gray hair. She's smiling like this. Like, innocently. Like, you would never think that this dust ball, and I'm gonna... Let me stop playing with the dead for they arise. God forbid I rebuke it. But you would never think that this little fragile little lady would do anything nasty like this. Like, I'm not even, I know you guys might be looking at watching the video like, Irene, okay, you're funny, you're stupid, laughing and shit. But all jokes aside, if I looked at this lady, I would never think anything of it. And that is disgusting. And that's the reason why y'all, if y'all have kids or if y'all plan on having kids, you have to watch your kids everywhere they go. Not just at certain areas. You have to watch your kids everywhere they go. And on top of that, when I have my kids or if I have kids, I'm the type of person that's going to tell my kids, you can tell mama anything. Like, I'm always going to take your side. And I'm going to just lie because, baby, if my kid told me that they burned the school on fire, mama ain't going to take their side. But just to make them feel comfortable, you have to tell your kids and let your kids know that they can tell you anything. They can express their thoughts. They can express their opinions. They can let you know what happened that day. Because adults will do things like this and will get away with it because they know for a given fact that a lot of kids are scared to come out and tell their parents, like, she made me feel uncomfortable or she sexually touched me. And from just reading this little story time, it really just sounded like this lady was getting a type of arousal off of you being naked in her shop, because the fact that she got your shirt wet, which I don't even know what type of, I don't know what type of hairstylist Perm is, because I'm not saying that when I used to go get my hair done, my shirt didn't used to get wet, but the fact that she got your entire shirt wet to the point where it needed to be in a dryer, that means she purposely got your shirt wet. Like, she purposely, because bitch, are you washing my hair or are you washing my body? Like, why is my shirt wet to the point where it needs to go in the dryer? And then you go ahead, you take off the shirt, and then she says, oh, well, your bra is wet too. You need to put your bra in the dryer. Like, did this bitch dip you in water? Like, why are you that wet to the point where you need to put all your clothes in the dryer? Like, you just got them out the washer. Then you go ahead and you take your bra off and you got your sweater and you try to put your sweater on and she says you don't need that? Nah. Can't nobody tell me that's not no type of, you know, she was getting off on you being naked in her shop, and that is disgusting. Like, and like I said before, if you guys see this lady looks so old, innocent, look like she wouldn't even kill a fly. That's the reason why I said trust no one around your kids. It don't matter how sweet they are. It don't matter what type of reputation that they have around people in the neighborhood. Oh, she's such a sweet little lady. It don't matter. I don't care how sweet she is. I don't know her. Like, don't trust nobody around your kids. And I'm so sorry that that happened to you. But yeah, I'm not saying that y'all can't send me sexual assault story times, because I personally feel like if you guys, you know, feel the need to send me those type of story times, then you guys obviously feel comfortable enough to vent to me and tell me these type of story times. But damn, I was trying to avoid essay story times today, y'all, and I got knocked out with 2 of them. But y'all be safe. Y'all be safe. If y'all have kids, keep your kids safe. If you're planning on having kids in the future, keep your future kids safe. And yeah, I love you guys so much. That story time was very short. If you guys do plan on submitting a story time, please make sure it's a little longer than that, because that one was too short. Like, I should still be telling the story right now. But that's pretty much it, y'all. I love you guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, be sure to subscribe. And also, if you guys have not checked out other content because you're new, go ahead and check out other content. And if you like that content, go ahead and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.